look back.
Get ready for Luke's Box Office! We're back. It's Luke's Box Office. It's the middle of the semester, our third show. We have about 6 weeks of school left. Aren't you people happy? Yes, you are. Good. All right. Now we have a bunch of movies today. The Empire Strikes Back, the second movie in the Star Wars trilogy, is out there in theaters, so I'm going to do a review of that. Also, Dante's Peak, Donnie Brasco, and a movie from a long time ago, High Noon, a big classic. So, stay tuned, you'll have a lot of fun. Here is a movie, a trailer, and enjoy that, okay? So, go!
We're going to share what our parents do for work.
My mom's a teacher.
And your dad?
He's a liar.
You mean he's a lawyer?
Fletcher Reed was climbing the ladder of success.
You're the victim here, driven into the arms of another man.
7.
Yeah, whatever.
One lie
Tell him it's in the mail. I ran out of gas. You losing a little weight?
at a time.
The true victim is my client. Put yourself in his shoes for a moment. You're walking from church when suddenly you encounter him pouncing from the shadows.
But what made him a successful lawyer
Your ex-wife called.
I have to go to court this afternoon.
Fletcher, it's his birthday.
also made him an unpredictable father.
He said he was gonna be here, he promised.
Until one day, his son decided to make an honest man out of him.
I wish that for only one day Dad couldn't tell a lie.
Was he good for you? I've had better.
Now,
Any change, mister?
Absolutely.
Could you spare some?
Yes, I could. I can't lie.
all he can do is tell the truth.
Like the new dress?
Whatever it takes to focus off your head.
The whole truth.
You know why I pulled you over?
They changed lanes without signaling while running a red light and speeding!
And nothing but the truth.
It was me!
Your wish came true.
You mean you have to tell the truth?
How we doing this morning, Consul?
I'm a little upset about a bad sexual episode I had last night.
From Universal Pictures and Imagine Entertainment, and the director of The Nutty Professor, Jim Carrey. Liar, liar.
New in the building?
Everybody's been real nice.
Well, that's because you have big...
We're back. The movie is The Empire Strikes Back. It's the second movie in the Star Wars trilogy, and it's the second movie of the re-release of the 3 movies. It's in theaters right now. I went to see it. I liked it. Again, as with Star Wars, if you haven't seen Star Wars on the big screen, you haven't seen Star Wars yet. Star Wars was made to be put on the big screen, to be seen on the big screen, and that's the way it has to be seen. The same thing with Empire Strikes Back. I mean, if you haven't seen The Empire Strikes Back, go see it in the theaters, you'll be blown away. Even if you've seen it on video like 1,000 times like I have. It's nothing compared to on the big screen with big special effects coming at you and the sound effects. THX theaters or DTS theaters, you'll be amazed. It's great. Now again, it stars Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. That name, that movie is really bad for anybody who's been called Luke, like me, see? I can't tell you how many times while I was growing up, the people came up to me, and I introduced myself and said, hey, hi, I'm Luke. And they'd say, hey, Luke Skywalker, how are you doing? They say, you know, I had no idea that the guy in that movie had the same name as I did. I mean, Luke Skywalker, my name is Luke. I mean, really. And the same thing goes for everybody else that's been called Luke. You know, that are called Luke. Everybody comes up and say, hey, your name is Skywalker, isn't it? So it was a very bad movie for people called Luke. But anyways, Harrison Ford is there as Han Solo, and Carrie Fisher is there as Princess Leia, and a whole bunch of other people. Now this, out of the three movies, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, in my opinion, is the best of all three. There's more stuff happening in there than at the same time than in any of the other two movies. And there's more. It's a dark movie. It's emotionally engaging, and it's really fun to see. The special effects are great compared to Star Wars. When they made Star Wars, Lucas went to them and he said he needed all these special effects, and they gave him a budget of about $10 million to do the movie, which was not bad at the time, but he needed more money to do it better. And so the special effects in Star Wars were good, but they could have been better at the time. When they remade it for the 90s, for the special edition, they re-enhanced the special effects, and they were that much better. Now, with The Empire Strikes Back, when they got time to do The Empire Strikes Back, the budget was a lot more, because the studios had seen the impact of Star Wars, and they said, well, if this movie is going to make us much money, we can invest a bit more money into the special effects. So the special effects are even greater in The Empire Strikes Back. For the special edition, there's not that much difference in the movie. There's like one scene at the beginning where Luke is kidnapped by this abominable snowman somewhere on this big ice planet. And in the original release, you didn't see the monster. For some reason, they had trouble making that monster work, and shooting the monster, so they cut most of the monster out. Now, in this re-release, you actually see the monster, which is good. Also, there's a scene near the end of the movie where you see Darth Vader going back to the Super Star Destroyer and his Imperial shuttle that was not in the original release of the movie. And it's in this one, and you can see that scene was taken out, or that shot was taken out of the Return of the Jedi, because the Imperial shuttle was introduced in the Return of the Jedi. So, but they took that shot and put it in The Empire Strikes Back. It looks good. Anyways, go see it. It's in theaters right now, and it is worth $8.50. It's a classic. You can't give it any less than $8.50. So we'll be back after this. Okay, yes, now we are back, and here we have Paul. He's a new reviewer for Luke's Box Office, and how's it going?
Oh, it's going very well, Luke. It's a pleasure to be here.
Are you happy to be finally on Luke's Box Office?
Yeah, this is the longest running show on CUTV, and so, you know,
you've been bothering me to get it on for the last month.
I just thought it was a matter of time.
I finally said, well, what the hell?
Yeah, and then I said, it's about time.
Yes, and I said, what the hell? Okay, you got a movie?
Yeah, I'm going to do a review of Dante's Peak. Dante's Peak stars that guy right there, Pierce Brosnan, along with Linda Hamilton, better known as Terminator Woman. And basically, it's about this town in Washington State that's located near an active volcano. Now, Pierce Brosnan, that guy right there, he works for the United States Geological Survey Department. And, you know, he goes in and he says, well, look, guys, there's an active volcano and the town is in danger. So Linda Hamilton, who plays the mayor of the town, also called Dante's Peak, says, okay, you know, we have to evacuate the people from the town, you know, do what he says. And, see, the main thing is the kids try to save the grandmother, and, you know, basically everyone tries to save themselves from the erupting volcano. I thought, you know, the special effects were very well done. I mean, you have the volcanic ash all over the town. It looked a bit like snow, to tell you the truth. And basically there were, you know, the special effects is what made the movie. I thought it was missing quite a few things. You know, it's rated PG-13 because there is no nudity, no swearing, and very little violence. You know, there are some gory scenes, which I think explains the PG-13 rating. And also, the other thing it was missing was an antagonist, or a villain, if you will. There were no human characters trying to blow anyone away. Basically, the antagonist is the volcano. So, according to your wonderful movie rating system, where $8.50 would be the maximum, I'm only giving this one $3.25, which I think is pretty fair considering I got in at a discount price.
Aha! $3.25.
Yeah. So, what can I say? You know, Pierce Brosnan, you're wasting your talents, guy. You know, he did a much better job in that last James Bond film. GoldenEye, yeah. You know, that was a much better film for him. I'd go see that one.
Now, we have to say that this is the latest in those disaster movies. This is the end of the 70s again. No?
I suppose so, you know, like many people compare Dante's Peak to Twister. They say it's worse, they say it's similar.
And it's not this is Dante's Peak. There's another movie coming out soon. It's called Volcano. It's about a volcano that erupts under L.A. Like they say that there's 1,500 volcanoes in the world, and one that nobody knows about, and it happens to be in L.A. I mean, wow. I mean,
what are the chances of that?
In L.A. And yeah, and there's a whole bunch of other ones coming out, like Earthquake and those movies. Anyways, stay tuned. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we have a clip of Dante's Peak coming right up.
We do. Okay, we're back, and here we have Lloyd. He's back with another review, but before he does that, I have something, I got a bone to pick with you.
Yes, what's your point about?
Last time I was, you said something to the effect that, I was gone because the ratings weren't good, and the dean of students had something they didn't like with me,
Yes.
I did not appreciate that very much,
Yes, well, I figured that you might not like that. I bravely came back on the show. Bravely, by the way, people, I came back on the show, I might add, but because I'm under an exclusive contract with Concordia. But
which is weird because I'm not.
Well, when you got it, you got it.
I mean,
but anyways, no, I didn't mean that the ratings was because of you and I was taking over the show and I was stabbing you in the back even though you gave me my break on TV. That's not what I meant. It was because they didn't feel that it had enough spice, excitement. It needed a change because the ratings were going on, so they needed to talk to you. I was just filling in for you.
Okay.
I was saving you, but
sure.
I went to the dean of students right after the show and I said, man, Luc's got to come back on because it's his show, not mine.
Okay, good enough.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, yes. So, anyways, yeah. So the latest movie I'm going to be reviewing is Donnie Brasco. And this movie is based on a true story, and it stars Al Pacino and Johnny Depp. And basically it takes place in New York City in the late 70s. And Johnny Depp plays an undercover FBI agent who infiltrates a big mob family, namely the Bonanno family, and to get some big guys they want to bring down this whole big sting operation. So and Al Pacino plays a low-ranking mob figure who's been in in there. You can see from his age a long time, at over 25 years, and they never promoted him or anything, and he's kind of cheesed off about that the whole movie. But anyway, so Johnny Depp plays this undercover FBI agent and who tries to get into the family to be made a wise guy, so they'll think that he's part of the mob and all that. And they meet in a restaurant. He poses as a jewel thief, and that's how he gets in. It's been called one of the best gangster mafia films of all time, one of the best next to The Godfather. It's been held by a lot of critics as that, and I have to agree. It was one of the best mafia films you'll see right now. right up there with Casino and The Godfather and Goodfellas. Those four were probably the best really ever made in good quality. And there's really, really great acting in it. Johnny Depp is really terrific in it. Unfortunately, and he really is a talented actor, but unfortunately he's overshadowed a bit by Al Pacino in the movie, who's outstanding. I mean, he's very great in the movie. He's probably even a bit better. But the two of them together have even made great chemistry, and they play well together in the movie. So out of 850, I'd probably give it 750. Yeah, about that. Just because I'm not gonna say anything, but just because I was a little ticked off with the ending. But you'll see what I mean if you go see it. But otherwise, yeah, I'd give it 750.
Okay, 750. Good. Although I wouldn't put Casino and The Godfather in the same category.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, it's just as good. The Godfather comes above everything, but Casino's up there. It's one of the best.
I wouldn't even say that.
No.
No.
Oh no, that's no.
Anyways, back up to this. We're back, and now we're going to review a Western. Yes, a Western. Now, I know a lot of people out there are saying to themselves, why Westerns? Westerns are boring. Well, up to about 6 years ago, no, let's say 6 months ago, I would have said the same thing, because I really didn't like Westerns. I didn't get them, and I thought it was just a genre that had its days, and now it was gone, finally. But then I took a course in Westerns, and it really opened my eyes to Westerns and the kind of stuff that you have to expect from it. And Western movies are really about symbolism and about ideas, and they're really great. If you look at them and you pay attention, you'll get a lot out of it. So don't dismiss Westerns just like that. Now, out of all the Westerns that have been made, High Noon stands out as being one of the best. This High Noon is the Citizen Kane of Westerns. Now, if you've seen Citizen Kane, you know that it's an early movie with Orson Welles, and every scene, every shot, all the lines all mean something. There's nothing in Citizen Kane that doesn't mean anything. It's all there for a purpose, for a reason, and you can watch that movie 50 times and still you'll get something new out of it. Same thing with High Noon. I've seen this movie like 5 times now, and I still get new stuff. Every time I see it, there's something new, and it's packed with symbolism. And if you like a good movie, if you like to pay attention to movies, you'll love this movie. High Noon stars Gary Cooper, Lloyd Bridges, and a very young Gene Kelly. Grace Kelly, not Gene Kelly. They're not the same person. Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly, that's before she became a star. This is one of her earlier movies. It's about this sheriff, played by Gary Cooper, who's been married to Grace Kelly. They get married at 10:30 in the morning. And at that point, they find out that Miller, a guy that Cooper sent to jail about 5 years earlier, has been released, and he's coming back to town to hunt him down. Now, he has this choice: either get out of town right now with his wife and escape the possibility of getting killed, or stay in town and defend the city, not the city, but the town against Miller, which he does. That's what he decides to do. He stays in town. This is a conscious thing. Does he think of himself, or does he think of the city? Is he selfish, or does he think of other people? And he decides to think of other people. He stays in town. Now he has to get he has to get deputies, people to help him out, so that when Miller does come to town, he's not alone to face him. Now he goes to see a lot of people. He goes to church, and he begs people to come with him and sign up to be deputies, and they say no, we don't want to. So by the end of the movie, he's alone to face Miller. Now, the thing is, this movie is about 90 minutes in length. Now, the story lasts about 90 minutes. It starts at 10:30, ends at high noon. So, as you watch the movie, and as the movie moves along, time is getting shorter and shorter. You look at your watch, you see that there's about half an hour left. Gary Cooper doesn't have any deputies left. He's got this Miller guy coming at him, and he's gonna have to face him alone. And that's stressing. It stresses you. You feel the stress that Cooper is feeling. It's great. I love it. Now, this movie was made in 1952. It stands the test of time. You can get it on video, like you see here. I have it. It's a pretty little box here. It's you know when there's gold on it that it's a good movie. No. And if you get this is the special edition of High Noon. There's after the movie. There's about a half an hour. Documentary of how they made the movie, who starred in it, and it's hosted by Leonard Maltin, Mr. Entertainment Tonight himself. And it's really worth seeing. The movie is great. Don't dismiss westerns. Do not. Okay? And High Noon is one of the best ones. Go see it. I recommend it highly. Now, we'll be back after this.
A terror-stricken town left him to face 4 killers, single-handed, at high noon. With every swing of the pendulum, with every second, a man's life ticked away. Never have so few moments held such excitement.
Miller! What kind of woman are you? How can you leave him like this? Does the sound of the guns frighten you that much?
Okay, now we're back, and this is one of those weird shows where everybody who's been in back of the camera has been in front of the camera. So here is Alex. She's usually doing camera.
Hi there.
There you go.
Hello. I'm doing camera now.
Yes.
Yeah, you're really
Paul is doing camera.
Thank you.
Really cool.
And yeah, okay. So Alex has seen an IMAX movie, so take it away.
Yeah. So a couple of weeks ago, I go see this IMAX movie. But it was so amazing. It was like 3D, and they give you these really cool glasses, and you put them on, and there's a huge screen in front of your face, and you see things coming through the screen, coming at you, coming through your glasses. Like it's like wow, it's amazing. And this moment you see this planet coming through you, and you go. Well, anyways, yeah, I was saying it's really cool movie. It's you get a discount because you're a student if you show them your that photo thing, your ID, I think, yeah, and they give you a discount, and it's called what is it called? L5 City of the Future. But I want to explain to you why am I wearing these sunglasses, because the movie was so cool. Right now I'm looking around and I'm like, this is not reality, this is too ugly, so I'm just putting my sunglasses on. I don't want to hurt myself, so yeah, go see it. It's really cool.
Okay, just one question. I got one question.
Yeah, what?
What are you on?
What are you wanting? I'm sitting on your desk, man. What do you want?
No, I mean, forget it. Okay.
Yeah, you're cool. You're cool, man. Okay, all right.
Yes, I know I'm cool. Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's Luc's box office for this week. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another... Don't mind her. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another Luc's box office, so stay tuned for that.
We love you, man. We love you.
Bye. Alex, say bye.
Yeah, whatever. Bye, kids.
All right. Bye-bye.